Hi there guys, Riyadh here from tabletopminis.com and welcome to this quick review of the gaming mats that we've been using here at Tabletop Minis. So we've had a lot of questions from you guys on what type of gaming mats are we using and where did we get them, and you really like the look of them. So I thought it'd be worth just doing a quick video, just show you the mats that we have and talk a little bit about where we got them from. So this mat that we have here, this is a Meadows of War mat and it's from Gamemat.eu. So they're a company based in the Czech Republic, and I got these ordered a few months ago and they were sent to me in the UK. Now they've got a range of mats covering sort of sci-fi genre, medieval sort of, there's some chaos ones, there's a lot of different mats there, and I've got a link in the video description below if you want to go and have a look at what products they have and take a look for yourself. So I've got 5 of these mats. I've got a grass Meadows of War for fantasy setting and some 40k games and things like that. I've also got a snowstorm mat, which is like a snow setting. I've got Sands of Time, which is like a desert setting, and Hell on Earth, which is like a fire volcano-y planet type setting. And also a space mat for our Battlefleet Gothic games. So let's just show you them quickly. So this is Meadows of War mat, and you would have seen this in many of our battle reports. I think we've done pretty much every Age of Sigmar video on this mat so far because it's quite a nice colorful fantasy setting. So the mats, they're made like of mouse mat type material, similar to all types of gaming mats, like Frontline Gaming ones and stuff like that. There's only a couple of companies that do mats made out of this sort of material. I mean, there's many companies out there, but they do vinyl and other types, which they don't store away as neatly. They crease, they they deteriorate over time. But this type of mats are really what you're looking for. So even if you fold it away and you take it out and put it down, if there is any creases, they disappear very, very quickly. So the detail is really good on them as well. I mean, you would have seen this in our battle reports for sure, with all the sort of zoom-ins and all the coverage in there. So if you want to get a bit more detail, you could go back and check our other reports. But this is a very nice mat. It's one of my favorite mats actually, because I'm used to playing mainly on a green table, since I started gaming, and I like the grass setting. I like the color. There is other mats for fantasy that are similar to this, but they tend to have lots of muddy patches and they really break up the sort of grassy feel, which I didn't like too much. I mean, this is definitely my favorite fantasy mat. And actually probably my favorite mat, full stop. And here we've got the snowstorm mat. So this is obviously a snowy environment. It's set in kind of futuristic-y type of setting. So you can see from the sort of tarmac and the looks like manholes and sort of like Necromunda type stripes and all that type of thing. It is quite a futuristic mat. You could cover them up if you wanted and use it for any setting, I guess, but because of the roadway, it kind of suits more Warhammer 40k and games like that better than anything else. It kind of reminds me actually of the Aliens film, when they go down to the planet and the tank is sort of they're all in the tank, and it's kind of like the storm in that base, and it's very snowy outside, and it's kind of futuristic-y, but yeah, it's really cool. We've used it in a few of our 40k games. If you look back at some of our 40k battle reports, you'll see this mat in action, and yeah, really happy with it. So next up is a space mat, and this is 4 foot by 4 foot. All of the others are 6 foot by 4 foot. And this is what we used in our Battlefleet Gothic report, and we'll continue to use this for Battlefleet Gothic. So it's a very nice you would have seen, if you've been looking for a space mat, there's lots of space mats out there that they've actually gone over the top with the design. So they've put like huge planets, or like with Saturn rings and stuff, and it really doesn't look that great when you have spaceships on top of that type of mat. So it's good that this one's been kept quite subtle, and you know, there is lots of details here, galaxies and stars, but none of them are too in your face, so that it kind of detracts from the miniatures and the spaceships that you're playing with. So this one's really nice. It would have been nice if they had this in a 6x4, because for like Battlefleet Gothic, if you're doing anything larger than, you know, a battleship and a couple of cruisers, it can get quite tight. So we've thought about using maybe a black mat under this, and just to sort of extend the edges. But it is a very nice mat all the same. And here we've got the Sands of Time mat. So this is another 6x4 mat, and it's quite a deserty setting. The color is really nice on it. It's a really kind of orangey brown. So I think that's perfect for a kind of desert setting, or you know, it could be the Wild West. And there's lots of little features here, like little sort of knocked down ruins. So we've not done any reports with this. This is a new one, so you should see that in some of our videos soon. But yeah, it looks really, really nice. So it's kind of like a dried up river that we have in the middle. I mean, I guess you could use it as some sort of pathway or road if you wanted. Depends how you set your scenery up. But yeah, just beautiful, these mats. And here finally we have our last mat, which is the Hell on Earth mat. So this is like a volcanic setting, or volcanic planet, with lava in the middle and some sort of like geysers around the place, or geysers. And this mat I'm particularly looking forward to using as the realm of fire for Age of Sigmar. So I've not seen any other mats out there that have a sort of fiery or volcanic setting, so I think this one really fits the bill nicely. So you're going to see this in our next battle report, with some other scenery, some other sort of volcanoes and things like that. So we're kind of running through the big book scenarios where Vanda's Hammerhand's trying to take over or trying to reclaim the realm gates from Korgus Kull. So it's all in the realm of fire, so this mat should be perfect for that. So the detail is really nice, and I think once you get some volcanoes and other little scenery bits just to kind of break up the edges, or the sort of the quite plain edges, that'll be really good. So this mat is same as the others. They sell for 69.99 euros. Now is a really good time to actually buy in euros because of the exchange rate. So if you've noticed over the last sort of 12 months or so, the pound to the euro and the dollar to the euro, you get a lot more euros for your pounds or dollars. So you're effectively getting this cheaper than you would have if you had bought it last year. So the price is really good. You do have to pay for delivery on top of that, depending on how many mats you order and the weight of the total package. But you know, it's definitely worth the money, in my opinion. I mean, I've really enjoyed using these game mats. These are the first sort of mats I've used since I've always played on tabletop, you know, with kind of sand texture, and you know, you just kind of paint it yourself. But it really does add a lot to the battle when you're playing on a nice game mat. So delivery, like I said, is really quick. I think to anywhere in the world is 5 to 10 days, and if you're in Europe or UK, it's 3 to 5 days. So yeah, then you won't have any issues getting it quickly. And so that's a nice little quick review of the game mats that we're using here at Tabletop Minis from Gamemat.eu. I'd suggest you go and check out their website and have a look yourself, because they do offer a range more than what you've seen here. And I know they've got plans in the future to be releasing more mats, you know, specifically Age of Sigmar. They're going to come out with some more Realm mats soon, so keep checking their site, and yeah, you'll see when they become available. So I hope you enjoyed this little quick review, and it helps you or guide you in your selection of a gaming mat for yourself. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.